Hey, what's going on? We got episode 8 of Tower of God.
Ooh, say it in the back.
And this isn't even ASMR. I don't even know what I'm doing with my voice. But yeah, we got episode 8 of Tower of God. And the points we'll be talking about today are Team A, the tag test for them, and Team B for the tag test for them, at least the initial beginnings of their tag test. But first, I have some points. Actually, I'll let you go first. What points did you want to make? We would start with Team A tag test.
Team A tag tests. What do I think of this episode as I stall for time to think about it? Because I wasn't expecting this question, even though we're talking about it. The biggest thing I came away from this, and we'll discuss it later in it, is I kind of thought the test was a little bit unfair to Team B. Because it seems based on the test, if Team A does better, because they got to go first, then Team B might have less chance at the points and then less people get advanced through the round. I can see points for both sides, but it just still feels like Team A would have a better chance just by the sheer fact that they're going first. You know, because what if they just pull it out of the rabbit out of their hat and they're like, oh, we beat it. You guys don't even have to go.
Have you ever played that attorney game?
Oh,
DS,
the one that's not based on any kind of actual law.
Yeah,
And
well, you know how his
everyone's
catchphrase is
guilty until proven innocent.
I think we're talking about the same
that
game.
one.
Well,
yeah, the objection. That one.
I'm gonna pull I'm objecting again. What you're saying, I disagree.
What is the game called?
I don't know. Ace Attorney, I think.
Yeah, something Ace Attorney. Just pop it up on the screen. It's fine.
But yeah, I disagree. I think I would choose to go second any day, not including like how this episode played off. We're just going first or second. I would prefer to go second any day of the week. One, you learn from the first team. So it's like watching. Imagine you're about to take a test, but you get to watch another person do it. It's like watching a tutorial video. It's like, oh, I get to watch someone do it real fast, and then I can attempt to do it comparatively to doing it first without having anyone to watch. So for me, I'd 100% rather let them go first. If they fail, now I know how I can improve on their failures, and probably pass.
I see the point of that. But if Kuhn was actually trying to win, in all honesty, they would have won. Like if he was just focused on himself, they would have won that test, but he's got ulterior motives and he doesn't want Team A to win first. But that kind of proves my point, because if he hadn't of used the deception, Team A would have won and Team B wouldn't have had to gone at all.
No, some Team Bs would have, because some of it's points directed in different individuals. So some people, if they pass that test also, now they will still.
Team A gets all those points, like a shit ton more points, because they actually beat the test.
Yeah, I'm saying if Team B also beat the test, and if individual was, let's say, an individual on Team A was losing to an individual on Team B by points, and if Team A wins, now obviously they have more points than the person on Team B. But then if Team B also wins, now they have back to more points than the person on Team A. So they still need to go, because that means they still have a chance to passing.
I thought they said that if one team won, the other one doesn't get the points at all.
I don't think so, but that's a double check. I'm pretty sure the other team both teams get a chance to get points, if I'm correct.
Do they? Because I thought the thing that stuck with me, and maybe it's just because of the translation, was if the team A won, Team A doesn't get to go. That's why I thought it was so strange. But that might just be a translation error that I misread, And if then that is the case, then yeah, going second makes way more sense. But I might have misheard it, because I'm still not used to.
Yeah, you're a dub guy. I know.
I am, which I did see. Did you see? There's actually dubs of this coming out now. There's 2 episodes of dub.
I did not actually. I'll check that out.
So it's like, what is that? 6 episodes behind. So a month and a half behind the regular anime. So if we had started a month and a half later, we could be just going with the dubs.
I'm good. I like dubs, but I would never wait for too long just for the dub.
Aren't you curious though what their voices sound like?
Oh, I mean, I'll give it a chance to watch. I rewatched Hunter x Hunter when the dub came out and watched a complete dub of it, and I thought it was great. So
I know, I'm always so curious, like how someone sounds in Japanese and then who they pick to make them sound in English, because the choices they make for Japan voice acting and American voice acting are usually kind of like the opposite of what you would expect. You know, like Goku, Luffy, and Naruto. I think were all voiced by women, and that's just common practice to have your main
I think
male
Naruto is also
protagonist.
voiced by a woman in America.
Is it really? Then yeah. See, but like Goku isn't. Goku for sure isn't. Because I know the voice actor and I know he's a man. But you see what I mean, though. Like,
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
yeah. Back on topic.
So
We're having a lot of pineapples today. I'm sorry.
can I gush over third best boy Kun real fast?
I mean,
Because
he's always smexy
let
when
me
he's in his brain mode.
like Kun is literally the light Yagami. He's the Lelouch v Britannia of this show. Like, let me just throw some little allocates of what he did this episode. He literally tricked his teammates because they think his strategy is amazing, as they say. Like, we thought your strategy was amazing. We should have won, but we were against a ranker. No. He tricked his teammates. He knew for a fact he was throwing the match. He didn't make it obvious, obviously, he's throwing the match because he had to be the leader. He had to show that he was good. This man played it perfectly, where only the ranker and Shiro, I can't think of his name right now, the sleepy guy,
Aizawa's kid, yeah.
they were the only ones that would know that this was the plan to begin with. Like, he tricked a Knack, he tricked Shibusu, which Shibusu's a blush moment when he's talking to Kun. Fantastic. He tricked every single one of them. And that's not even the best part. This gives, like I said before, like with Team B, this gives Team B hints on how to pass the test by showing that they have, like, at least they have no shot at beating the ranker in a fight. Like, you have to escape. This shows them, like, now, don't even attempt it. Bam, bam, bam. Don't even attempt it, Rahal and Dorsey. Just go straight to the finish line as fast as you can.
Slow him down as much as possible and just bolt.
Mm-hmm. Because now, before, let's say they did pass by stealing it. Now the other team might have attempted to steal it. But Kun knew they had no shot at doing it, which is the only reason he did that to begin with. The only reason that was part of the plan. He probably told his teammates, hey, we'll try to steal. If we can do this, we can do this. Like, gave him a little pump up speech. But no, Kun did that just to show them, you don't do this. Don't do this. And he still could have passed it with, even while doing that. Like,
I'm wondering if not. I am. Well, two things. I'm wondering if he did deceive Anak or if she's playing along too, because
she would not agree. She would not agree.
She wouldn't, I guess. But do you think that'll come back to bite him later on if she realizes that he's betrayed her in past tests? You know, to try and get it to help himself, basically, because she's not the kind of person I think who would just forgive that or trust him after she found out because he intentionally left her out of the loop.
You make a good point. Yeah, I don't think she'd be very.
I don't think she'd be chill about it.
Yeah, like no chill at all.
No, and Kun's usually pretty smart about stuff like that. She's usually pretty rational enough to understand it, but not if, say, later down the line that difference in points is the reason she's not going to advance, or any other reason, or she finds out that he does it again. You know, I don't know. Maybe they explore that down the road. Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm way overthinking this one little interaction. But it'd be kind of interesting, I think.
Trust issues.
Trust issues. Hey, in a game where you're all supposed to betray each other eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Nope, not everybody can win. Sorry.
We'll see if it affects Kun later in the future by not per se lying, because he technically never lied. He just threw the match. He didn't lie.
He didn't lie. He just kind of didn't help her.
Yeah.
Didn't help her. Yeah, I guess we could say. Oh, I had a slight note. I keep forgetting that this show can be extremely brutal, because there's that little flashback with our the one girl talking about her past on the ship when she was a cat, and a ranker comes in and slices her friends in half.
So do you want to talk about the Team B tag test now then?
I just wanted to throw that in there because it just had nothing really to do with anything the episode was around besides a little bit of backstory for this character, because they just kind of like breeze by it. But I keep forgetting, because like all the stuff we've been seeing so far is like they get injured, but they don't, nothing, like we haven't seen real death in the past few episodes.
Oh, past few episodes, yeah. Past few episodes.
We have seen some people get like, you know, killed. I was like, oh, cool. But they just get like straight
sliced in half.
Sliced in half, decapitation, blood. It's all in shadow, but I'm like, damn, I forgot you guys did that. You know, because sometimes you forget the tone. Like Berserk, same tone all the way through. You know what's about to happen, and
You
you
know,
know don't be.
there's some smiley moments in Berserk. Not obviously smile, but there's a couple good moments before the whole thing.
The whole
The whole yeah, there's a couple of moments with Griffith and Guts and Casca and all that. Anyway,
Hey, sorry.
I had just one more point kind of to make about it's back to Kun real fast. I'm like this discussion over one more thing, like how he had, I think his name's pronounced the ranker Quant, one of those two. I'm just gonna call him Quant.
Quartz.
I am
Quants.
like the fact that he knew in his plan that egging him on that he was gonna probably grab Kun and drag him down. All of that was planned and foreshadowed. This man just did, yes, everything according to plan.
That is so hard for me to figure out, like, why he would do that, though. Why would he? Okay, I just thought of this. Why would he drag him down with him?
I think there was some reason why. It might because he also, remember, he has a temper issue, so he's dragging him like, oh, I want you to beg for me to save you. That's what he was saying, pretty much, like, beg for me to save you now, or you're gonna die. So it's just more of a, you think you got me, huh? You think you got me, huh, motherfucker? And then it's like, no, I did get you.
You know, he even says the line. He's like, "What would happen if you went? What happens to your lighthouse if you go down too?" You know what I would have done, seeing as he's obviously super strong? Just grab Kun by the neck and throw him over the edge.
He's probably didn't want to kill Kun technically, because remember, it's still training, so that's why he was like, "Back
throw him onto the lighthouse, throw him down to Anak on the lighthouse."
He doesn't exactly know where the lighthouse is.
He knows it's down there. He knows
it's down there, but like, remember, falling that fast. Like, I know it's anime sometimes, but it might not be. And he's I'll get to that in a second.
This dude does not care about participants though, because he let how many people die in the first test?
No, in his mind,
he was lazy.
Because he was lazy, and he's got talking to since then. He's a little different guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That part I just realized doesn't make a lot of sense at all, because you know what he also could have done? If she's trapped on his lighthouse, he could have just kept him there. Just like literally just put him on the ground, put his foot on his neck, and just say, I'm just going to wait out the time. You can bring her back up if you want, or I can just stay here with you.
It's a test, man. Like, you can't just say, that's, imagine starting him at the end and just saying, all right, I'll just wait here. What's the point of the test?
He worked his way up to get to Kun and to Anak. That's the thing. He beat everybody else up. They stalled him as best he could. And then he decided to drag himself and him down back to the bottom. Why?
Anger issues.
I've had anger issues sometimes, but you know what I've never wanted to do? Take someone over the edge of a cliff with me, because then we're both dead.
He's a ranker. I want to get to this real fast. Like, rankers you've seen Bleach, haven't you?
No.
You've seen Naruto, haven't you?
Yes, I've read all of Naruto.
A ranker is pretty much Madara Uchiha, while the regulars are pretty much Tenten. They ain't got no matter how many Tentens you got, they ain't coming up to a ranker. This is Madara Uchiha when he can't see or anything, where he's limited as fuck, fucking with Tenten. That's what this fight is, and we're putting all the regulars combined equals Tenten, not just and this is a Madara Uchiha that's limited, fucking Tenten in the ass.
Then it's not even it's even less of a fair fight than even if they're like, oh, we limited his Shisu because he's super powerful. I still think he could have just kept Kun right at the top of the tower, or just bitch slapped him. If he's angry with Kun, why didn't he just like, I'm gonna beat you up for a couple of minutes, because he's obviously got. I'm not gonna rule out domestic abuse from this guy yet, because I'm sure he's capable of it.
I think that gives Kun a chance to steal their tag, because remember, he still can get distracted. Like, he didn't realize a lighthouse was right above him before. Don't forget, like, he has a chance of being distracted multiple times, and like, he's shown that he's not fully just there at moments. Like, he's there, yeah, but like, he's not going to be aware of, let's say, a Nat comes out of nowhere and steals a tag from him when he's not paying game over. And Nat especially has a whip too, so he can't put all his attention just beating up Kun.
No, but a quick bitch slap over the edge or until unconsciousness would probably put him out of the fight. I wonder if the inverse of what you said for the teams works for the ranker too, because he technically lost. He technically lost that fight.
Yeah.
So now
morally, he lost the fight, but he won.
he did
fight.
win, but it was with the help of Kun. So now I'm wondering if in the second fight he's going to be more cautious about how he plays the game, because he got tricked and he was manhandled pretty much.
That's in my
mentally.
notes. Quant is not going to be happy about this because he let some little, like he says, little regulars literally just toyed with him. He is going to play this next game pissed the fuck off.
So doesn't that mess with Kun's plan a little bit? Like they know how to play him a bit, but at the same time, it's like I made him mad, and now he's going to be more cautious about how he's going to progress.
I would agree with you because it does hurt, but doing everything that Kun did helped more than hurt because Court is still a ranker nonetheless. Even though he could be more cautious and everything, that's not going to take too much away from Bam 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 and his group. Because like getting the knowledge of you can't beat him in a one-on-one fight, getting the knowledge of just run, just run, just run. All of the knowledge is way more worth him being pissed. And that's how I'm seeing it.
Okay. I think that could go either way, and it depends on your personal preference at that point. Because, well, we don't know how it's going to go until next week. We have no idea. It's all speculation at this point. Unless you've read it and we're just sounding like idiots.
I wouldn't say we sound like idiots. We don't know.
Hindsight is 2020.
All right, so let's talk about Team B tag test. A couple of notes I have from this one. Everyone, as you can see, is desperate to earn points so that they each want to become the leader of the group initially. Like they're like, I want to be the leader. No, I want to be the leader. No, I want to be the leader. Well,
and it's all background people.
Yeah, it's all background people. Gives a fuck. But another thing I'd realize is people are hating on Bam 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 for some reason. Like he's dead weight. Like I don't understand that. Like, why do they treat Bam 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 like dead weight? It's only one guy. Obviously, it's not the whole group. But
it's the people who haven't been with him.
Yeah, they're looking like this guy right here. Like we got the bad group, even though Dorsey's in your group, even though Rahal's in your group. Well, they haven't seen Rahal fight, so I'll give them that.
Right.
You have still the red-haired girl. You still have decent fighters. Why are you acting like just Anak? And you have Hots too. Why are you acting like Anak, Shibusu, and like Kun, which are fantastic fighters, are the only ones that have a chance to do anything?
I don't know. I mean, but what can we expect from Discount Zoro over there? I mean, you saw that, right? That one dude is just like, he's just playing a Zoro. You didn't see it?
No.
You didn't see, one of the guys that's just fighting in the beginning, like who's gonna be the leader? Who's gonna be the leader? Is literally just a Discount Zoro. He's just Tanner. He's got the same belt, same haircut. I think he's got the same color scheme almost.
I'll put it on screen, but when I'm editing this, I'll look at that because I don't remember.
Yeah, make a little circle of your face reacting to it. Like just put it like right here in the corner and just be like, oh my God. Because yes, it is. Because I keep seeing it every time he pops on screen. I'm like, what the flip? Get Discount Zoro off the screen. I'm sorry. But yeah, but they do pay respect to the princess because they know it's good to kiss ass to the princess. Yeah.
So Rahel is keeping her distance from the group, and Dorsey ends up becoming the leader of Team B. And
by default.
And Dorsey, boom. Let me think of something else real fast. Oh,
before I get to the ending.
No, this has nothing to do with anything. And Dorsey is now my favorite girl of Tower of God. That's all. And Dorsey is better than Yuri as of right now. And Dorsey's better than any girl in the show.
Based on this episode?
The last couple episodes. I was going to say this last episode, but now I've come to the conclusion that Dorsey is best girl. If your best girl is Rahel, then you do not know best girls of any show.
If you say your best girl is Rahel, then you only have one real episode to base her character off of, and that's the beginning episode.
I mean, some people probably do think Rahel's best girl.
She's done nothing, but I mean,
you don't have to do Yuri. Yuri was best girl. She did nothing pretty much.
That's very true. Who the flip is that one invisible girl from My Hero Academia? Some people have her as their best girl too.
I don't even know the name of My Hero Academia characters, to be honest. I know who you're talking about, but like when you
think of the invisible girl, her costume is boots and gloves. Totally off topic again. Wow. I just can't stay on topic today. But that's what we're talking about. Anak's my best girl so far just because she's awesome.
I can see. I know you're an Anak. I know you're more Anak. After last episode. I'm more Dorsey.
It's fair. It's fair. I like an ex.
Huh?
It's more sympathetic so far. But Endorsi, I'm sure, is going to have some backstory thrown in. I'm going to have to change my mind or reevaluate.
So, like going to your point of the burglar thing that's going on, not the burglar thing, but Inosuke's daughter, real fast, and like she's like she's talking to Ho, and she's like, "Have you lost confidence, like of wanting to do this? Because I don't know if I can fight like my friend, people I've become friends with, and kill them."
Mhm.
And fucking Ho was being a Ho, and is like, "That's what we signed up for."
Whew.
And it's real because that's he's not lying. This is one moment I saw Ho. I'm like, yeah, he's not kidding. They know what they were getting into. This is the tower, and I'm like, it might be brutal, but it's the honest quote. It's this is what life is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I love how they do that right after we watch her friends die brutally.
Yeah,
He's just, and then that kind of insinuates that, yeah, I will murder all of you without a second thought.
he out of the you know how Coon's trying to get the 10 people to pass at the I call them the lunch table gang, and he's trying to get them all to pass. Out of that table, I'm gonna go with 5 of them will die.
You think? Who's your peg for dying? This is a little quick. I haven't heard too many death
Maybe not
flags
5.
so
I'll go
far.
3. I'll go 3. Like
Who's
out
your,
of the
okay.
so the table has Rack, Anak, Kun, Shibusu, Laroy, Hats, and Dorsey. I don't know if Rahel was a part of that table. Bam Bam Bam,
I don't think
her,
she was.
and I'm missing some or in Ho. So that's the 10 at the table. I think Ho's gonna die.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I think and Dorsey's not gonna die. I don't think yet at least. I think
Beaten to a pulp.
Hots
Yes.
might die. I can see Hots
And
dying.
hopefully an honorable death because they keep the samurai, samurai-esque of him. I was trying to parallels. That's the word. I like the samurai parallels with him, and if he doesn't die an honorable death, that's gonna
I
be really
could
sad.
see Best Boy Shibusu dying, to be honest. And I think I'll name one more because I don't think Rack will die. I don't think Anak will die. I don't think Dorsey will die. I don't think Bam 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 will die. I don't think Coon's gonna die.
The
But
only one I think who won't die, and I swear to God, don't ruin me in the comments, is going to be Bam Bam Bam, unless it's one of those things. It's like I give myself up for Rahel or my friends, one of the two. And then in that case, it totally makes sense. If Rack dies, I'm fucking rioting because he's only in the episode for like a good solid 30 seconds, and he steals the dang show. He's having a chocolate bar eating contest with the giant mute. And they even commented on it. They're like, wow, they could really put those away.
I was gonna I had that in a note, but I didn't put it down because I was like that can't be a whole topic on its own. But yeah, dude, I was like,
Yes, it
oh
can.
shit.
If it's best boy, I can say it. I'm just saying.
Huh. Well, I guess the last thing we can talk about is the plan. Like, it seems like in Dorsey, she kicks the guy on the floor, or
Yeah,
and she's like everything is going according to plan. I think she says something similar to that.
I'm sure
Like
she's
before
gonna
the end.
try and
Like
slim
what?
the odds
Yeah, what do you think's
down.
going on? Like, why did she kick? If she kicked him, I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure she kicked him. Why did
She
she
did
kick him down? Like, what? She that's all the fishermen, if I'm correct, and bam, bam, bam. So all your fishermen and the wave controller are
pretty
there.
much. The only thing I can assume is, well, she sends Hans down with the other two cannon fodder to try and stop the rancor. The only thing I can think of is she wants the other people to be knocked out so she gets as many points as possible as they advance through the test. Because if the other people are unconscious, I'm assuming they don't get points. Even if
They might get not as many points because they didn't contribute as much. They still get. I think there's a leeway. They still get a certain amount, but they don't get as much because they didn't do shit.
Mhm.
But if that was their goal to not do shit, like their main goal was, let's say, hey, you're literally just to slow this guy down. If slowing down him for 10 seconds gives you an A, 8 seconds gives you a B, something like that. It doesn't have to be like an amazing feat.
Yeah,
It just needs to be something like what your job is. You need to contribute to that job.
right. But if she knocks you out before you even have a chance to do your job,
That might get her
and
minus points though.
I don't know. I honestly don't. But I think it does have something to do with that. I would imagine. But they could be trying to fake us out too, because a lot of shows will do
It's
that.
probably
They'll like
faking us out the first.
just it's like, oh, she secretly has a plan, but it's for the greater good. It's just we have to make her seem like she's evil. Kind of like those trailers in Star Wars when in 2 separate times they made main character look like they had gone to the dark side, but it was actually just a trick of the trailer. That happened
Dun,
twice.
dun.
That happened fucking twice.
All right, the last thing just want to bring up real fast is so the administrators are talking. They're like, okay, so we know Rack has passed. We know because he's already passed. But like Anak Kun, Shibusu, and Lowroy is guaranteed to pass. But Hots isn't. I was kind of confused why Hots wasn't on that list because I thought he was like a scout with Shibusu, but maybe he's not a scout. I thought he was though.
Well, he hasn't really done it. Well, they're just now starting this test,
Well,
but in the last thing,
oh, because of how
the
much far
find
they got.
friend things. Well, in the find friend test, he was right at the back of the line with Shibusu there. I mean, it took them until the very last moment to actually, complete that test.
I think they're the only ones though that completed it in their group, most likely, because like they're talking about people guaranteed to pass, and they only brought up those names.
Yeah.
Like Lowry was guaranteed to pass. I don't know what his fucking name is exactly, but I know it's Lauroe. I'm not good at pronouncing names. I care, but yeah.
Wait,
just confused me why Hots wasn't on the list.
Small thing. Does Hedon go out of his way to bring people into the tower?
That's what it seems like.
But Bam 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 and Rachel willingly sought out the tower.
Yeah, like he didn't bring them. So a regular is like someone Hedon brings,
right?
Or like scouts, while an irregular is somebody that just comes to them like on their own. They're just there.
Okay, because he didn't want Bam 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 to be in the tower like at all.
Yeah, he didn't pick out Bam Bam Bam. He wasn't like, oh, Bam Bam Bam, what a sweet little Bam I got going on.
Okay, I couldn't remember if she counted as a regular or not in the count. So I was like,
you know what's gonna suck? We're not gonna even see the Tower of God mainly because the show only has like 4 more episodes left for this season.
What?
Yeah, it's only 12 episodes, 13 episode season if I'm correct. So what we're gonna do, this is what I want to say. What we're gonna do is start reading, and maybe we do like every 10 chapters we do a review of those 10 chapters.
And I feel like that'd be a good idea because there's no way we're just gonna wait until the next season.
We'll still review the next season, but we're gonna read it like once this is over.
I know. Oh, for sure. I already caved. I started reading Gleipnir.
Well, anyway, we'll end it off here.
Pineapple, man. That was at least 4 times I went off track completely, but it's fine because I'm cute. It's okay.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know down in the comment section what you thought about the episode. Was it great? Was it good? Was it average? Boom, man. If you enjoy us bantering, sometimes going off track, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel maybe as well. I don't know. Sometimes it's cool to do. But yeah, Aaron, any last words?
My hair got so long that I had to start wearing a bandana to keep it out of my eyes.
What a bitch.
Stupid quarantine.